and Nnqf have called for this press conference because we received a letter from the Higher and Technical Education Department from the Nagaland Civil Secretariat. Now, we wanted to talk about this notification as well as the forestry recruitment issue. So I will just highlight the points under this letter. Now, in this letter, notification dated 2nd July 2025, they have informed us that 34 assistant professor posts have been requisitioned for advertisement. Uh, then they've also talked about how the 147 assistant professor posts have become null and void. Then there is also the mention of new post creation of 129 posts. Now, all of this will be dealt with in detail. I want to first emphasize on the 34 assistant professor posts that have been requisitioned. Now, they have mentioned that 34 assistant professor posts from humanities, commerce, and science have been requisitioned, but there are no details regarding the distribution of the subjects. We don't know which subjects are going to be requisitioned. We don't know which subjects are reserved for the PWDs and the PTs. And we also don't know, and we want to ask this question, if these are new post creation or if these are other types of vacancies. We had asked to meet them, but they said they could not meet us, so we would like to throw out these questions. So first, with regard to the 34 assistant professor posts that have been requisitioned, we wanted to know which subjects are going to be requisitioned, the distribution of the subjects, as well as the nature of the posts, if these are newly created posts or some kind of other vacancies. Then they've also mentioned that the 147 assistant professor posts have become null and void. So we also wanted to ask the department, so what happens to this 147? You know, they've mentioned it's null and void, so what happens to them? That's the question we also wanted to ask. Then regarding the 129 posts, Agito will fill us in.
129 posts, I would like to give a brief status and then some queries about this 129 new creation status. Earlier, the government denied to give this 129 new creation to us, but from our RTI, prior to just July 2 government new proposal notification, we have received an RTI regarding 129 posts, and then which have been clearance on 2023. So from this 129 new creation posts, there are four sections. For, as per the RTI we have received, for arts and commerce stream, there are 31 vacancies, 31 assistant professors. For science stream, 69. For newly established college, Mongkalempa, arts, 11 posts. For newly established college at Wangjin, science, 18. So this is the government proposal, earlier proposal that they have been already created 120 posts. But now the government have again come up with a new notification. They have sent a proposal for this manpower rationalization committee for proposal for creations of 129 new posts of assistant professor under higher education. So here they have mentioned 7 sets of post creation. So we just want to ask the government what are this set of section, whether they have followed or whether they comply with this earlier 129 posts, that same set of rules have been followed or not, because they didn't give any clearance or any details from this newly regular this rationalization post. So we, from our side, we just want to demand the government to approve this proposal at the earliest for the convenience of the aspirants, since we have fight enough and then we have struggled enough. So it's a high time for the government to look up these grievances and take a necessary action at the earliest. That is our demand, and that is our appeal to the governments of Nagaland.
I just want to add to the 129 posts. The information that has been shared is from the RTI that we have filed. So they have informed us that 129 assistant professor posts is in the process of creation, but we don't have any details about it. So we want to know, which subjects are being requisitioned. We also want to know if the librarian posts are included there or not, because many subjects have not been advertised for a long time. So we're also demanding for, say, a public display of all the 129 posts.
See, we gave an ultimatum on 9th of July 2025, and the last date of the ultimatum was 12th of July. We gave an ultimatum requesting them to send post to NPSC. So on 11th of July, we got a reply from the department saying that they have requisitioned 34 posts, which the copy we have already received. And again, my two friends have already said, really, see, they also mentioned that they are proposing for the post creation of 129. So, in order to be very clear with what is happening regarding this 147, we wrote a letter to the HOD, to the ex officio. We, in our letter, we just requested them whether we can have a sitting together with the HPC or with the department to really get clarification regarding this. But we got a reply yesterday saying that they won't be able to meet us. So in this regard, see what we want to request them is, since 34 is already sent to NPSC and 129 is post creation is under process. So what I want to request the HPC, the Manpower Rationalizing Committee to expedite this process. So the see, moi kulimun takado, wala side pa do clear as ide. Wa disna ultimatum dishe. To ultimatum dina 12 tok to reply na disibile do man action no to thije. To nam wilimi there 11 day reply paise 34 posts judgment na. That's why we did not go for any further agitation also. Wilimi itya 29 post to under process ase kwa to moi 129 aya to 129 post to post creation gane under process ase kwa to moi itu committee hangi request bolu mon thakado students kange aro bishi diktar na dijana at the earliest post creation kuri aro to post creation kure do it should be sent to NPSC. And from our side, we want to be very clear that even if the department and the government is not willing to sit and talk with us, don't think that we have left. One is now 129 to NPSC din na job talk to restless it we want to make a very clear message to the government. This is regarding uh, the higher education. Now I want to talk a little bit about the recent forest guard examination also. See, when ita question department ni hudi uli mun tagado amane, I want to ask the government, since we don't trust the departmental exam, we demanded for NSSB, and now it is already being implemented. NSSB conduct exam, and that's how people are recruited. Why are the department like forest, excise, and police? Why this post does not fall under the purview of NSSB? First question to that. Aro, say example like I also want to question them. See, example like ranger la post condition the way it goes to NPSC. That I don't deny. Only when it comes to driver la post, LDA come computer assistant, stenographer la vacancy, as a forest department. So how do they recruit those posts? Tahan ito ang bikin na recruitment gure, mo ito jani ulam. Because mo Google the search ko dahil forest guard la, no forest department la advertisement do, pahin na pa na prior to this forest guard la do, pahin na pa ito bi tan kiman sa extend guna this year kanta gure na. So ito question mo hudi ulam mo tagatang aro tan kina kure itu vacancy and ina na rakhi no le contract la backdoor la chance hai jo today boy department hi poli mun daga do departmental exam kure bile hat advertise kuri no le NSSB de pathai bile NSSB de pathai example stenographer grade 3 duita ase driver charta ase LDA kam computer assistant 18 ase aro forester 1 do 26 post ase forester 1 to forester 1 mane duita stars do আৰু তাহালা service rule হিচাপতে forester one week direct recruitment পাৰে so it will be advertised for you. I want to tell them আৰু the other day I made an appeal to the one of the high ranking officials in forest department. There are 11 more vacancies as of now of this forest guard na. So why not you include this as addendum? 154 posting 8 kuri dibi 11 do. I requested. I don't know whether they took it seriously or not. Will we 11 do vacancy is a another 11 is going to be vacated in the next few months. By December do 11 retire. So why I'm saying this is forest department la see the reason that the official gave me is next advertisement dihi grow to 11 vacancy ano. Kuluwi kwanisina we never know when will the vacancy come up again. So I'm requesting the department to add all those 11 do aro clear say 11 do already by December to 11 June aro retire hule ase. Mane what I'm trying to say is forester 2 forester 1 can retire hule ase to forest guard to promotion paul to na senior gun. That's why vacancy create was it. So itu কাৰণে মই কি কওঁ department itu request কৰিলে মনে আছে কোৱা আৰু at the same time see lots of rumors নহলে doubt are going around itu paper leak হৈছে na কি না so will be in one of the interview with the officials by one of our media friends na তাই কথা কোৱা টাইমতে তাই clearly কৈছে for clarification if you want to see your marks write in RTI বুঝছো না so I want to make an appeal to all the aspirants if you are doubtful write in RTI আৰু নিজৰ মাৰ্কটো চাবি if there is some problem see 23,000 is not a joke if there is a মানে backdoor only recommendation বা কোনোবা ঘুষি ওলাইছে বুলি don't give chance to those people when I'm talking based on the reply given by the department official তাৰ পৰা কৈছে RTI দিবি marks দেখাব কৈছে clearly কৈ আছে so based on that if you are doubtful RTI লিখিবি আৰু কিবা একটা problem হৈছে বুলি public is always there to support your cause এইটোৱেই ক'বলৈ মন আছে যে yeah practically ভাবিলে না education it's not a joke না मला physically पूरा खत्म हो गया it can be recover होना है तुलारू तो living condition at least they have done something to our requisition a lot to pathai na so we cannot be very stingy also
But in comparison to the 147 posts, 34 is very less. No? If
Yeah.
they created 147 for the need, then why just 34? That is the question again. No? So we're not saying that we will not agitate or
Yeah.
that we will agitate also. If the need arises, we don't know. Maybe, based on what will happen, the
See, in
developments.
short, we have some strategies in our mind, but that cannot be shared now. Because we already have our backup plan now. What to do if they don't reply in time? Only that cannot be made public now. It is.
Poster campaign and video campaign on the social media platform. So yeah, those are some of the things that we're doing right now.
Yes, sir, like you mentioned that you have demanded for a competition kind of position. So, have you given them any stipulated time or by this time you have to do so and so?
No, see,
Or
See, Made, we wanted to be very clear, so we wrote a letter requesting the department and the government to at least have a sitting with us because there are a lot of doubts, like she's mentioning now. Clearly, they did not agree now. Kali muge ko na naparo na gusto so more than that mangi puro paro na. Tam power day say now man jupodesti jana meeting go naparo.
so if your demands are not fulfilled then so how far are you willing to go?
I see. Man tu ekta kursi charule no kursi kursi tu is last of the